Hello, everyone. I hope I find you all well. And if you're not well, I pray for healing for you. I just want to say a few words of encouragement as we come to the end of the year. Those that know me know that I'm always talking about self love. And a few have misunderstood it to think that I'm being selfish. But I want to say to you, self love is important because it keeps you at your best. If you self love, it means you look after yourself holistically, your health, your physical health, your mental health, your psychological health, your social health, your spiritual health. And if you are healthy on the optimum, it means you are well prepared to also be of service to other people. So self-love is not selfish. That's one thing I want to stress. When we started this year, we had big plans. Many of us were saying this is going to be our year because 2019 had been difficult for us in one way, form, or another. But what we didn't know was that 2020 was actually going to be even more difficult. But I'm glad that I had learned about self-love because that has actually helped me to stay strong during this year. That has helped me to tap on those tricks that I learned of looking after myself. While I was alone, social distancing, isolating, and at some point quarantining. Yes, I had to quarantine at the beginning of the year when coronavirus started because I suffered from it. So I had to be in quarantine. I learned to tap on the tricks that I'd learned about self-love. And I'm glad to say that God then allowed me to survive. And I know that when all this is over, I can serve people with a bit more skill, a bit more tact, and a bit more ability because I've been allowed to try different things on myself. Creatively self-caring, creative healing, and creatively passing on positive vibes to other people comes from somebody who loves themselves enough to bring the best out of themselves. I don't want to say too much, but I want to encourage you. If you have not yet understood or realized that self-love is not selfish and self-love is enriching and empowering, then I need to ask you to start looking into that. If you need help, link up with me, link up. There are so many people that can help you walk that journey. There are coaches, there are counselors, there are mentors, there are befrienders. If you go on social media, there are so many forms of support that one can get in so many areas of challenge. People believe that you only need assistance when you are going through something negative. No, sometimes it can be a positive journey that you just feel you don't want to partake on your own. There is someone out there willing to walk that journey with you. While on lockdown, many people became stressed, many people became depressed, many people became anxious, and we've learned to reach out to each other. And I would say, even when you're facing challenges yourself, when you know the power of love through loving yourself, you are going to be willing to give the little that you have while you're facing your own challenge to somebody else. And when those little gifts of love come from right across the world of people who love themselves enough to love somebody else, then they add up to enough love. Can you imagine if we all didn't know to love ourselves? Can you imagine if we all didn't realize that self-love is enriching and empowering and strengthening, and so prepares you to be able to save other people? Can you imagine what would have become of the world this challenging year with coronavirus? I can. Many more people would have died. Many more people would be depressed. Many more people would be anxious. Many more people would be struggling. And it could possibly have been worse. But it hasn't, because I have noticed people offering to give all sorts of help to other people. We have learned to appreciate even the little things, like a plate of food, like a cup of tea, like a prayer shared, like a story shared, like a testimony shared. And why we've paid attention to all those things and why we've taken them all in is because we have all been trying to find ways of keeping ourselves healthy and alive. Why would you be looking to stay alive and healthy if you didn't love yourself? Again, I repeat, self-love is not selfish. God actually wants us to love ourselves so that we can love others. That is my word of encouragement today before we finish the year, because I want everybody to go into 2020 with a new outlook and with a new passion of loving themselves so that they can face whatever 2021 is going to throw at them. 2021 has made us realize that it is not really up to us what happens. We can make plans, but it is up to God what happens to us, what life throws at us. And it is up to the same God how we survive it. And love is the key factor of surviving any kind of situation, because it empowers you. It gives you that power, that energy to want to fight, to survive, to want to fight, to heal, to want to fight, to be of a positive impact to yourself and those around you. Love yourself, continue to love yourself, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because they'll be lying to you. If you have been afraid or embarrassed to proclaim your self-love out there, don't be. If people say to you you are vain, if people say to you you are selfish or self-indulgent or whatever the label they want to put it, I'd say to you it's just because they don't actually understand the ripple effect of self-love. Forgive them and keep loving yourself anyways. Thank God that you're here alive today after all that has been going on this year. And I pray that you continue to survive and you continue to empower and enrich yourself and do the different things that improve your life. That is self-love. And once you've done that, it will overflow to those around you. It will overflow in your household, in your community, in your city, in your country, and it will pull with everybody else's overflow of self-love into saving the world at large. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me, and I would appreciate other people sharing their views of this year, of love in general, and self-love, and what it means to them. God bless you all, and Happy New Year. Season's greetings to you. Bye-bye.